Ever walked into a room and felt like something changed? People used to listen to you. Now they interrupt you. They used to respect you. Now they tolerate you. What happened? You didn't suddenly become less smart. You didn't lose your skills overnight. So why did their respect disappear? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Respect isn't lost in one big moment. It leaks. Quietly, slowly, through small behaviors you don't even notice. And today, we're exposing every single one of them. Wait, before we go further, think of one person who used to respect you more than they do now. Got it? Good. This video might sting a little, but hey, we are here to face reality. Sign 1. You say too much, too often. People think respect comes from being heard. Wrong. Respect comes from being worth listening to. If you talk too much, if you explain everything, if you overshare every thought, you lose weight. Not physically, socially. Silence creates power. Noise creates familiarity. And familiarity kills respect. Ever notice how the quiet person in the room feels more important? That's not an accident. They've mastered restraint. Quick question. When you talk, do people lean in or lean away? Are interested or not? Be honest. Sign 2. You don't set boundaries. If people can walk over you, they will. Not because they hate you, because you trained them to. Every time you say, "It's fine," when it's not. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you lower your value. Respect is directly tied to how much you tolerate. And here's the brutal truth. If you don't respect your own time, why should anyone else? When was the last time you said no without explaining yourself? If you can't remember, that's the problem. Your problem. Sign 3. You seek approval too much. Do you think this is okay? Is this good? What do you think I should do? Seems harmless, right? But every time you do this excessively, you're handing over authority. People don't respect those who constantly need validation. They respect those who decide, even if they're wrong sometimes. Confidence beats perfection, every single time. Imagine this. 2 people give the same idea. One says it confidently. The other asks for permission. Who do you trust more? Exactly. You know the answer. Sign 4. You're too available. This one hurts because it feels like being a good person. You reply instantly. You're always there. You drop everything for others. But here's what happens. You become predictable. And predictable things lose value. People respect what's scarce, not what's always accessible. You don't need to disappear, but you do need to stop being instantly available all the time. Be honest. Do people come to you when they need something or when they genuinely want you around? Big difference. Sign 5. You don't stand by your words. You say you'll do something and don't. You make plans and cancel. You promise and forget. Each time you do this, your credibility drops and you lose respect. And respect is built on one thing: consistency. Not talent, not looks, not intelligence. Consistency. People respect those who follow through, even on small things. Think of someone you respect. Now ask yourself, do they keep their word? There's your answer. Sign 6. You try too hard to be liked. This is the trap. You laugh at everything. You agree with everyone. You avoid conflict at all costs. And slowly, you disappear. Because when you try to be liked by everyone, you become real to no one. Respect comes from authenticity, not approval. Not everyone will like you, and that's exactly why some will respect you. Would you rather be liked by everyone or respected by the right people? Choose carefully. 7. You show desperation. Desperation is invisible, but everyone feels it. Texting too much, trying too hard, needing attention. It creates pressure, and pressure pushes people away. Respect grows in space, not in neediness. The less you need people's validation, the more they value your presence. Ask yourself, if they didn't reply, would you be okay? Your answer reveals everything. Sign 8. You avoid eye contact and presence. Body language speaks louder than words. If you avoid eye contact, if your posture is weak, if your voice is unsure, people subconsciously rank you lower. It's not fair, but it's real. Confidence isn't just what you say, it's how you exist, in the room, in conversations, in silence. Try this right now. Sit up straight, lift your chin slightly. Feel the difference? That's presence. You have to make sure it is felt. Sign 9. You gossip too much. If you talk about others behind their back, people assume you'll do the same to them. Trust drops. Respect follows. Even if people laugh with you, they won't respect you. Because gossip signals insecurity. Strong people don't need to tear others down. Be real. Would you trust someone who constantly talks about others? Exactly. That's what I thought too. You would never trust them. Sign 10. You don't control your emotions. Exploding, overreacting, getting triggered easily. This destroys respect faster than anything because it shows lack of control, and people respect control, not chaos. The calm person in a tense situation always commands more respect. Next time you feel triggered, pause for 3 seconds. That pause can change everything. Sign 11. You accept disrespect silently. This one is dangerous. Someone disrespects you, and you say nothing. You laugh it off, ignore it, let it slide. And now, you've given permission. People treat you how you allow them to. Respect isn't demanded loudly. It's enforced quietly. Think about it. Where in your life are you tolerating things you shouldn't? Sign 12. You don't invest in yourself. If you don't grow, people outgrow you. Harsh but true. If your mindset stays the same, if your skills don't improve, if your ambition disappears, so does respect. People admire growth. They respect evolution. Stagnation is invisible until it's obvious. Ask yourself, are you better than you were 6 months ago? If not, why? Sign 13. You always play the victim. Life is unfair. We all know that. But if you constantly blame others, complain, make excuses, you lose power, respect, and people don't respect powerless mindsets. They respect ownership, even when it's uncomfortable. 2 people face the same problem. One complains, one adapts. Who do you respect more? Sign 14. You reveal everything too quickly. Mystery creates intrigue. Oversharing kills it. If people know everything about you instantly, there's nothing left to discover, and human nature craves curiosity. You don't need to hide, but you don't need to reveal everything either. Let people earn access. Do people ask more about you, or do you tell them everything up front? Sign 15. You don't respect others. This is the final truth. Respect is mirrored. If you interrupt people, dismiss them, act superior, you might get fear, but never real respect. Respect isn't forced, it's reflected. Here's the twist. People don't lose respect for you randomly, they respond to patterns, your patterns. Here's a final message for you. If people are losing respect for you, it's not permanent, but it won't fix itself. You have to change the signals you're sending. Speak less, but mean more. Set boundaries without guilt. Be less available, but more valuable. Stand firm without arrogance. Because at the end of the day, respect isn't given, it's observed in your actions, your silence, your standards. So the real question is, what are you showing people right now? If nothing changes, nothing changes. But if you fix even 2 of these habits, your entire social reality can shift, and people will start looking at you differently. Not because you demanded respect, but but because you became someone who naturally earns it.